Hi there, welcome to your Monday, April 20th math review correction video. So the first question we have today is subtraction. We have 1031 minus 1030. I'm noticing that those two numbers are very close together, and I only see one place value that has changed, which is the ones place. 1 minus 0 is 1. And then if you check, 3 minus 3 is 0, 0 minus 0 is 0, and 1 minus 1 is 0. So that just leaves us with 1 left in the ones place. So your final answer is 1. Give yourself a star for that answer. The next problem we have is rounding. We are rounding 29,346 to the nearest hundreds place. I'm going to draw a vertical number line. If you haven't done that, it might be helpful for you to check your work with it. Since we're rounding to the hundreds place, everything to the left of the hundreds place stays the same. So we still have 29,300s. One more hundred will be, I'm going to write over here, sorry, 29,400. So we just went up 100 between the two endpoints. The midpoint is going to be halfway in between, so we have 29,350. And then to plot this number, they all have 29,000s. We have 300s, so it's going to be lower, 46. Well, if here's 350, we know 346 is just slightly smaller, so your point could go maybe a little closer, but right about in there. It's below the midpoint, right here. So it's going to round to 29,300. That is your final answer. Go ahead and give yourself a star for your final answer. And then give yourself a star for showing your work in some way. It could be a vertical number line. Maybe you learned a poem, whatever your teacher has done with you. So 1 star for the answer, 1 star for showing your work. All right, next up we have multiplication. We're doing area model again this week. Today we're doing 29 times 34. So draw our area model. I'm actually going to move it over a little bit. We're going to find the parts of it. We're going to break it up so it makes it easy enough for us to multiply in our heads. So across the top, we have 30 and 34, and we have 4 ones. If you add those together, you get 34. And then 2 tens is worth 20, and 9 ones is worth 9. So we'll start in the largest box here. 2 times 3 is 6, plus the 2 zeros on the end means you move over 2 places on the place value chart. That gives us 600. 20 times 4 is 80. 30 times 9, meet in the middle. 3 times 9 is 27. Move over 1 space on the place value chart for that 0. 270. And then finally, 9 times 4 is 36. So we'll add up those partial products to find the final product. 600 plus 270 plus 80 plus 36. Okay, in the ones place, we just have 6. I know 7 plus 8 is 15, plus 3 more is 18. Regroup the 1 to the hundreds place. 6 plus 2 is 8, plus 1 more is 9. So 29 times 34 is 986. Today, you can give yourself a star for the answer. You can also give yourself a star for labeling your frame. So your 30 and your 4 and your 20 and your 9. Nice. All right, we're going to move on to the last problem of the day, which is our word problem. And it reads that we have 36 roses and 6 tulips. How many times more roses are there than tulips? You can show this using multiplication or division. So 36 roses, 6 tulips. So you can say, well, if there are 6 tulips, how many times more do we have to multiply to get to those 36 roses? Or you could say, well, we have 36 roses. How many times greater is that than 6? And we know 6 times 6 is 36. So you should also have a sentence written. There are 6 times as many roses than tulips. Go ahead and give yourself a star for the answer of 6 times as many. And give yourself a star for your sentence. Double check, make sure you have capital and period. Make sure it makes sense. And then today at the top of your page, go ahead and draw yourself a fraction bar. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 total stars. Count up your stars. How many did you get? You can go ahead and write that on the top. Nice job, and I will see you tomorrow.